Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm your host Uzma Khan and you are watching Sisters Corner. You're watching this program every week in which we call different guests in our program and discuss different topics. We talk about different topics not only to spread the awareness in the community, but we talk and get so much detail about different professions as well. And in today's program, I have a lovely guest, Nighat Khan, with me. And I would like to say a huge welcome in my show, Nighat Khan. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, actually. So obviously, Nighat Khan, we are all talking about scouting, and you are one of the leader in 30th Pali Masjid Scouts.
Correct.
So would you like to introduce yourself first, please?
Sure, of course. 30th Purley Masjid Scouts Group are based in Purley in Croydon. Very, very familiar to many of your viewers, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
I'm the chairperson of 30th Purley.
Yeah.
And I am supported by a wonderful team of leaders, one of whom is with me today.
Okay.
And as the chairperson, I sit on the board as well with other co-trustees to manage the actual governance of 30th Purley. The leaders are involved in the day-to-day running and management of the program of the Scouts group. And that's really part of my role.
Oh, that's great. So Nighat Khan is the chairperson for Pali Masjid Scouts, and we have another lovely guest with us today, and her name is Sadaf Khokar. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Wa alaikum assalam as well.
Thank you so much for coming in today's program, and I would like to say a huge welcome in the show.
Thank you so much. It's lovely to be here and be able to talk about our fantastic scout group. So yes.
So Sadaf, you are one of the leader as well, scout leader.
Yes, so I'm part of 30th Purley Scouts, and it's a Muslim scout group. I am the deputy group scout leader.
Wow. Okay. So we have Nighat Khan, who is the chairperson, and then we have Sadaf Khokar, who is the deputy of the Scouts group. So obviously, a lot of people who are watching our show, most of them, they know what is scouting and how does it work. But some of them, they do not know actually what scouting is and how does it work. So first of all, in my program, I would like to talk about scouting, what it is actually from the professionals here, and then we will go ahead with more details. So first of all, please, can you tell our audience what is scouting? And obviously, this is one of the very, very good opportunity for Muslim children, Muslim community as well, though it is for everybody. But when we talk about like Muslim scouting, then how does it work? And what is scouting? Yeah.
So scouting is all over the world. It's a youth group, not youth group, but youth program.
Yeah.
So it's for the youth. So in our group, 30th Purley Masjid Scouts, we have beavers, cubs, and scouts, and we're starting the next section, which is explorers. So beavers are 6 to 8 year olds, and then we have cubs who are 8 to 10.5 year olds, and then we've got scouts who are 10.5 to 14 year olds. And then from next month, we're starting explorers. So we're very excited about this last section that we haven't got, and they are the from 14 to 18.
Yeah.
So it's a group that runs, and it's for children, and scouting is all about skills for life.
Yeah. So obviously all the viewers, as you know, that our children are getting a lot of knowledge from schools, from masajid, but sometimes it's very important for them to know the life skills, and especially in this era, a lot of children sitting at home watching their devices, watching on the mobile, parents are busy in their jobs, in their work, and in this busy life, it's very important to have something which is important for them to take their life ahead. And obviously scouting is giving you that kind of knowledge and life skills, which is really important for you to live and help others to live as well. So when we talk about, I would like to go to Nighat Khan now. Obviously, you have mentioned different categories,
Sure.
beavers, obviously cobs, and then explorer. And so can we talk about like one by one and what kind of life skills they can explore with like in each section, I would say, and how does it work?
Sure. So what I'll do is I'll talk about the umbrella, and then perhaps if it's okay, I'll pass back to Sadaf to talk individually.
Yeah.
So the umbrella of the organisation, it's great that you mentioned skills for life. There are things about Scouts which actually develop the apne jo bacche jo rehte hain. The one is like a survival skill set.
Yeah.
So jab se in chote se bhi hai, they learn about cooking, they're learning about time management, leadership, things like that.
Yeah.
So jo core survival skills jo hai, it'll go through the whole spectrum of them being in the Scout movement. Uske alawa jo hai, apne bacche pe friendships jo banate hai, they will also develop a kind of a social skill set.
Yeah.
जो घर पे नहीं मिलता है, स्कूल्स में भी नहीं मिलते हैं, अपने वालदों के जो दिमाग में है कि अपने बच्चे should be like this, like that. They're developing a different social skill set. So that is also partly to do with the opportunity of being in a Scout group.
Yeah.
And they have a safe space to explore, to be able to do things they normally would not be able to do. ना उनकी जो वालदे हैं जो have the time to do it, or to have the experience, expertise to do it. One of the things that we definitely encourage is being outdoors. That the Scout movement is all about being a doer, or maybe also being able to perform so that you can be part of a community, part of a family, so you're more relevant to being part of the whole structure. So, is wajah se, the Scouts that we have at 30th Purley, they love coming back time and again. They don't want to leave because they are getting experiences they would not get out automatically. And individual units, though, as we've referred to, the Cubs, the Beavers, the Scouts, and inshallah the Explorer unit, it is all age-appropriate experiences that are being provided. And also the leaders who we have who are doing that program, they put a lot of thought into what is required for that whole breadth of development for the children. So you are not doing, it's not like a babysitting club. Aisa kuch nahi hai. There is a very big structural program behind it. And also the children are getting an immense benefit from attending. So I'll pass to you for the individual ones.
Before we go ahead with different sections, I would be talking about, obviously, as you have discussed, these life skills and socializing. I think all the audience who are watching us at the moment, this is one of the great opportunity, I would say, to join 30th Pali Masjid Scouts, because this is giving you the opportunity to explore like extracurricular activities and life skills, where you can come and join them and do like different sort of movements. It's dependent on all the activities you can do. You can go, and especially Nighat Khan and Sadaf Khokar, I would say, like in this country especially, हमारे पास ये opportunities नहीं होती हैं, इतना ज़्यादा हम लोग socialize नहीं कर पाते हैं, और क्या होता है कि बच्चे एक घर के अंदर रह के एक ही दायरे में वो कैद होकर रह जाते हैं. They don't know what to do, where to go. और इस प्रोग्राम का मकसद भी यही है कि at least they know what's going on around the community.
Sure.
So we can bring up like some good stuff.
Yeah, because we're talking about this, I'm just going to say that our Scout group, it's not just for the children.
Yeah.
We do, yes, the leaders are there, everybody's there, the skills for life, the children work on badges. But this is also for the adults of our community. This is for the adults, this is for the children as well. We want the adults to come and volunteer as well. Our whole Scout group is run on volunteers. Nobody in our group gets paid. That's what Scouting is. It's all run by volunteers. So even as an adult, we've got a training program, and all the adults would go through this as well. I would really encourage the adults for themselves, for their families, for their community
So
to
if
join.
somebody wants to come as a volunteer from the audience, so viewers who are watching the program at the moment, if they want to join in your group, so what are the requirements and what sort of trainings you are providing them?
So there's no prerequisites. You don't have to be a teacher from before. You don't have to have been a doctor. There's nothing like that. We just need somebody who is eager, willing to come and help.
Yeah.
We need leaders. We need people who can be on the trustees board. Somebody who can do maintenance in our hut, because we're so blessed. We've got our own hut,
That's
Alhamdulillah,
very good,
scout
yeah.
hut. So they've got a ground outside, they've got a hut. This stuff needs maintaining. We need quartermasters because we've got equipment like tents and things.
Yeah.
So we definitely need more people. We've got, so all the sections, they're quite full. We've got waiting lists with over 100 children on there. We can't take more children because we haven't got the leaders.
Yeah.
So the demand is great in our community.
And
Yeah.
also, for the Southwest region, we are the largest Scouts group.
Wow.
There are many, many other Scout groups.
So if you don't mind,
mashallah.
can I ask like how many numbers at the moment you have for Scouts?
Yeah, so at the moment in our group, we take 30 beavers. So we've got one beaver colony, so that's always full.
Yeah.
We've got 2 cub sections. So at beavers, we do mixed boys and girls together because they're 6 to 8.5-year-olds.
Okay.
But once they hit cub age, which is 8 to 10.5, we split them. So we've got a Raksha cub, which is the girls, and the leaders are girls. And then we've got Hati cubs, which is the boys, and the leaders are the men.
Wow.
And then as they get older, we've got Zaytun scouts, and that's girls, 10 to
Wow.
14.5. And then we've got Bukhari scouts,
Wow.
which is the same age, but boys split.
That's really good,
Yeah.
I would say. So obviously, as we have discussed before as well, talking about different groups in the Scouts group, or how do you categorize, like according to the age and activities? What sort of activities you are doing in, like for example, 4 to 10 or 10 to 12, or how do you do that?
Yeah, so the Scout Association, there's actually badges that each section will work towards, and the activities in the badges are age specific. So as an example, a beaver who is 6 to 8-year-old, they'll have badges like artist badge, they'll have chef cook badge, they'll have, so these activity badges.
So when you talk about badges, these all are the badges they are working
Yes,
towards?
so these are different types of badges. These
Yeah.
are Nighat's daughter's cam
if,
blanket.
you can show to the audience, I would say. So these are all the badges children are working towards. So what is the criteria to get all these badges?
So
Like how they get-
this is a camp blanket badge. So when you go, this is a camp blanket. So this is full of badges that Iman, Nighat's daughter, would have earned while she did other events, other activities. But on your uniform, so the beavers have a sweatshirt, a blue one, they would have badges on their arms. If you come to our Scout group, or even if you look around, because the Scout group's everywhere in Croydon, in the UK, they'll have uniform and their left sleeves will be full of badges. So it's different types of badges. They have activity badges, so that's like chef, photographer, faith, different types of badges. And then you have staged badges. So they could be doing swimming. So they could be stage 1, stage 2. They could be going on hikes. They could be doing nights away. And then you have the challenge badges. So these are the badges that we, as a group, we have the beavers for 2 years. So we try to get them the highest award a beaver can get, which is the Chief Scout Bronze Award.
Wow.
So those are badges
So
that
they
are
have
harder
to
to earn.
really work hard towards that.
So a challenge badge is something like adventurous. It could be team leader. So they have to get all of them. And then there's outdoor. So lots of different types of badges. And each section has more and more. So a beaver, I think they've got 5 challenge badges. And then as a cub, you might have 6. And as a scout, there's 7 that you need to get the highest award. So we've got some of these highest awards here. So the highest award for a cub is called the
this
Chief
is
Scout
called
Award.
Chief Scouts Silver Award.
Yeah. So that's an award that.
Good, actually.
Yeah. So that's the
So,
Chief Scout Award. So
yeah.
you can put
That is
this
very,
down.
rewarding.
You can put this down in your record of achievement.
Yeah.
When you go for job applications or anything like that. Whenever.
Yeah.
This-
everybody is aware of these in big firms.
This is Gold Award as well.
Yeah.
And this is very, very good as well. So if you can show the audience, please.
So
take a
I
one
think
of
Mom was the first. Was she our first?
Yes.
First young person to get the Gold Chief Scout Award for 30th Purley.
Wow.
And she joins an elite group of
Wow.
only less than 5% in the country of Scouts
Wow.
to have this award.
Yeah. This is very rewarding, I would say, and I would really appreciate actually their efforts towards, their activities and towards scouting. When we talk about the activities you are running, like camping or different exercises, hiking, visiting like different mosques or going anywhere, how does it work and how do they find it? Like the children, are they happy going for it? Or like how many people you needed? Obviously, you have spoken about the volunteers you needed. It's not an easy job, obviously, when you're taking the kids out for camping or these sort of activities. And you do need people to come out and help you with all these activities you are doing right now. So obviously, how many children do you take when you go for outing to camping or any other activities per person?
Okay, so we'd run it per section. So we might have the cubs, both might join up and do a hike together, or you can do it as a whole group. So because I'm deputy, like a group scout leader, I'll organise the group events because it's hard for each section leader to organise it for everybody.
Yeah.
So we've done a camp in the summer. That was our first ever group summer camp. That was fantastic. We did it at Bearswood, locally in Croydon. We had, I think, 90 children.
Wow.
So that was from all sections, Beavers, Cubs and Scouts.
Wow.
And we had young leaders who are explorer age, but they're young leaders. They came and helped as well.
Yeah.
And then we had the leaders. So when we do camps, the leaders on that camp, every adult has to have a DBS. You can't be at a camp without, you can't be a
that's very
leader.
important,
Basically, to be a leader, there's a lot of
Yeah.
criteria. We'll get a DBS done, you'll have basic training, and then there's training courses that the Scout Association put on in your district, in your county, and you do all those. But all those trainings that you go on,
Yeah.
believe me, they benefit you not only for your Scout group, but just
Yeah.
outside as well, generally, because it's like leadership skills.
Yeah.
You're presenting, you're running sessions, you're
Yeah.
teaching children, groups
Yeah.
of children.
The other
So
thing, you are
confidence is
exploring
growing.
yourself as well.
Yeah,
and
definitely
topping up,
growing.
you know? Yeah, it's very
And
important.
you're also challenging yourself.
Yeah.
So as an adult, you're also bringing yourself into unknown situations which you would never have a thought of that
Yeah.
you would have to deal with.
Yeah.
And that could be anything. So all of our leaders, including myself,
Yeah.
we have an intensive first aid training.
Wow.
And also the children also use the opportunity to be with the leaders to be set by example. So we also know that the leaders that we've got
Yeah.
have also got the correct ethos, mindset, possess the characteristics to nurture the children to do better, do you know?
Yeah. Obviously, Sadaf and Nighat, when we talk about the activities and especially moms who are watching at the moment, थोड़ा सा हम बात कर सकते हैं इस बारे में कि how much is the fee and is it a volunteer service? How do you run the program? How does it work actually? And then I would love to talk about all the sisters who are watching if they want to join with along their children. How would that work? So first of all, I would like to go about obviously, how do you run if it is a volunteer service or is paid or there is any fee to join in?
So if I take that, this is a completely voluntary organisation.
Okay.
There are absolutely no remuneration at all. Anything we are doing, we are doing it as a free service.
For the sake of
So,
Allah.
inshallah, for the sake of Allah and for the benefit of the children and the community. And the other thing is that we are doing it so that we are actually supporting the next generation.
Yeah.
There is a mindset here to, if I can say, that we are part of Britain, being a multicultural society. We want to be inclusive. We want to have diversity. So we are here to support that, to bring forward that generation feels that they are part of this society.
Yeah.
So hence, all the leaders, Alhamdulillah, I am very blessed that I'm the chair of an organization where we have leaders who are so committed, and they all have day jobs. And, not to say that nobody has got spare time.
Yeah.
But Alhamdulillah, there is a feeling that, yes, we are also giving back.
Yeah.
And is wajah se to there is a motivation that hum volunteer karenge and we'll commit to this.
Yeah.
So the fees, there is absolutely nothing to do with any payments or anything. We rely on sponsorships, we rely on donations, we rely on gift aid. We have a subscription, which is a £55 flat term fee subscription, which is every child pays that per term. And that is really to offset and balance our running costs. Because as was mentioned by Sadaf, we have a premises which is our scout hut.
Yeah.
And so, all of the ongoing bills and the maintenance that's required, it is basically a quid pro quo. What subscriptions we received actually just go straight out to support the maintenance and running of that.
Yeah. So बहुत ही अच्छी इन्फॉर्मेशन एक्चुअली टू बी ऑनेस्ट में मुझे भी मिल रही है क्योंकि वेरी गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी है जितने भी सिस्टर्स इस वक्त प्रोग्राम देख रही हैं क्योंकि आप अपने बच्चों को इस वक्त जितनी चीज़ों में वो इन्वॉल्व हैं बेटर है कि वो थोड़ा आउटिंग करें, थोड़ी मूवमेंट करें, वो बाहर जाएं, अपने सोशलाइज करें, बाकी दूसरे अपनी ही से मुस्लिम फ्रेंड्स से मिल सकते हैं, उनके साथ काम कर सकते हैं. इसके अलावा जो है मुख्तलिफ एक्टिविटीज़ जो है उनमें इन्वॉल्व हो सकते हैं. और अगेन क्योंकि लाइफ स्किल्स हैं जो कि हमारे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी हैं इस वक्त, ख़ास तौर पे बच्चे हमारे जो हैं इस एज में वो ओवर 25 भी हो जाते हैं तो उनको कुकिंग नहीं आ रही होती है, घर की सफाई का नहीं पता होता, ऑल द टाइम लाइक सिटिंग इन वन रूम एंड दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. सो ये जो लाइफ स्किल्स हैं इनका बहुत ज़्यादा सवाब है बिकॉज यू आर मेकिंग समवन लाइफ ईजी. उनको बता रहे होते हैं कि आप कैसे एक ईजी लाइफ जो है वो गुजार सकते हैं, अपनी सफाई कैसे कर सकते हैं, घर को कैसे साफ़ रख सकते हैं, खाना कैसे बना सकते हैं इन केस ऑफ एमरजेंसी एनीथिंग. सो हाउ यू गोना मैनेज दैट, दीज थिंग्स आर रियली रियली इंपॉर्टेंट एक्चुअली. बाकी दूसरी चीज़ों को छोड़कर जब हम लोग इन स्किल्स पे आते हैं, लाइफ स्किल्स पे, ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट हैं. चाहे सोलिसिटर हों, डॉक्टर हों या किसी भी फील्ड में हों, लाइफ स्किल्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इसी डिस्कशन को हम आगे बढ़ाते रहेंगे और मज़ीद डिटेल में बात करेंगे, लेकिन वक्त हो जाता है एक शॉर्ट ब्रेक का. एंड आई विल सी यू आफ्टर शॉर्ट ब्रेक. स्टे ट्यून्ड विद अस.